Hi, my name is Natalie. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I like making crafting tutorials, and today we're going to be making two crafts, a table runner and a spring sign. The majority of the items I used, I did purchase at the Dollar Tree along with some I got at Walmart. But I'll be showing them to you in the video along with listing them in the description box below. Now for all the YouTube garb. Please like my video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that this way YouTube will inform you when I'm here again. You know, I didn't realize how important all that stuff was till I started making YouTube videos for you guys like I'm doing now. Also, leave your comments. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you'd like for me to make again. Make some suggestions. But your comments really do mean a lot to me, so please leave them. But remember to be nice. You can also follow me on Instagram at natcreatescrafts. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the tutorial.
Our first project is going to be this woven table runner. The following items I purchased at Dollar Tree to make this runner: 2 fabric placemats, pink, green, and beige wired burlap ribbon, lace ribbon, my glue gun and some glue sticks, and scissors. We're going to start by flipping the placemats to the back. Then we're going to cut our ribbon the length of both of the placemats with a little bit extra for error. I cut about 37 inches. We're going to cut 3 pink and 3 beige. Now we're going to take the wire out of the ribbon on both sides. You're going to do that for all of the ribbon. Now we're just going to use one of the placemats and we're going to lay out our ribbon, starting with a pink, and then a beige, and then a pink, beige, pink, and then beige. Now we're going to glue the edge of the ribbon to the edge of the placemat, making sure you keep it even. You're going to glue them all until you get to the very end. Now it's time to cut the ribbon that we're going to use to weave. These are about 14 inches. I used green and beige. We're going to start with the green ribbon and we're going to secure it to the bottom edge of our placemat. Then we're going to weave it in and out until we get to the other end. And then we're going to secure it with some hot glue. Make sure you put the hot glue on the green ribbon and then cover it up with the beige. Now it's time for the beige ribbon. You're going to flip your pink ribbon, secure the beige ribbon to the placemat, then hot glue and then secure the pink ribbon to the beige ribbon. Then you're going to weave that in the opposite that you did the green until you get to the end, and then you're going to secure that with some hot glue. Now we're back to the green. You're going to secure that again at the end with some hot glue, and you're going to repeat that pattern. I find it easier to flip the ribbon that's going to go over the green, get it out of the way, and then secure it. Then when you get to the other end, like I said, secure that with some hot glue. When you get to the end, you're going to then bring the other placemat and you're going to secure it with hot glue on the ribbons that are going to be on the bottom of the pattern. In this case, it's going to be the pink. But make sure not to glue past the green ribbon that you're going to have to weave through, if that makes any sense. This will secure both of the placemats together. Now you're going to take your green ribbon and you're going to follow the pattern as you did before, making sure you secure both edges of the placemat so the ribbon stays together. When you're all done, your runner should look like this. You will have some rough edges, so you're going to cut it with the scissors, making sure you stay parallel to the long ribbon. After it was all done, I really didn't care for how the runner looked. I wanted to add another row. So I cut another row of pink, and then I cut 3-inch pieces of the green and the beige, and I secured them under the mat to mimic the ribbon that was there before. I then wove the pink ribbon through the green and beige ribbon, securing it with some hot glue, and then trimmed the edges of that. Oh, that looks so much better. Now we're going to take our lace ribbon and we're going to secure it to the edge of our runner, leaving a little bit of overhang so that when the two pieces meet on the corners, they look pretty like that. Our runner is all done. If you want to make a longer runner, you can using more placemats, but 2 was just perfect for me. Now it's time for project number 2, our spring sign. We're going to use 6 flower hangings that I found in the floral department at Dollar Tree, but they look like coasters to me. Purple vinyl, Cricut accessories, and our Cricut, along with Dollar Tree contact paper, but you can use the letters at Dollar Tree for this project if you don't have a Cricut. Burlap ribbon, I used beige, but you can use any color of your choice. Mini roses I purchased at Walmart. My glue gun, some glue sticks, and some scissors. We're going to start with our floral hangers. We're going to scrape off the word hope. I used my scissors, but you can use non-acetone to remove it. It comes off fairly easy. When you're all done, it should look something like this. Now we're going to go to Cricut Design Space and write out spring in Faradiza script and cut it out with our machine. But like I said, you can use the stickers that are found at the Dollar Tree if you don't have a Cricut. When we're all done, we're going to peel off the excess of our vinyl, then use the Dollar Tree clear contact paper to adhere it to the sign, and then peel it back, or the word, press it in, and then peel it back. We're then going to cut the letters individually, and then we're going to center each of the letter onto our floral hanger coaster. Don't press too hard because you'll remove the floral decal that's on the coaster itself, like I learned. When you're all done, it should look like that, minus that upside down N. Now you're going to take your burlap ribbon, you're going to fold it lengthwise, cut it at an angle, and form a dovetail. You're then going to glue your letters onto your burlap, spacing them evenly. But don't make the same mistake I did. I glued them right onto the burlap and they got stuck on my work surface. So to avoid that mishap, when you do glue the coaster onto the ribbon, just hold onto the ribbon against the coaster. If any of you know how to avoid this, please leave a comment and let me know. When you're all done gluing the letters the right way, it should look like this. Now it's time to do the hanger. You're going to cut off your excess, just leave enough to make a loop. Use a lot of hot glue because this sign is pretty heavy. Now we're going to make some bows. I used 7-inch pieces of burlap, looped it, pinched it in the center, used some Dollar Tree twine. I wrapped it around about 7 times. Then I glued it in the back to secure it, and then I cut off the excess. I made 6 of these little bows for each letter. I fluffed up the ribbon, then I glued the back of it, and then I glued it to the coaster right on top to cover that hole. Now I'm going to take my mini roses. I plucked the buds off, cut off the back, and then I glued them directly to the center of my bow, alternating the colors. I pulled off a piece of greenery and I just looped it behind the bow. I didn't even need to glue it. It just fit perfect. I then took a piece of jute, about 12 inches or so, and then I threaded it through that loop that we did in the back. I tied a knot, then I cut off the excess, to make the hanger. Our spring sign is all done. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so I'll be seeing you next time. Until then, take care.